This video has been prepared as a training tool for students, teachers, and parents. What you are about to see is fictitious and dramatized for the purpose of the training.
Schools are one of the great gathering places of our nation. We come here to learn, to stretch ourselves, and to build relationships with others. Schools are one of the safest places you can be in our world today. As safe as schools are, we still live in a time when you hear of violent attacks that happen in very public places. One of our top priorities here on campus is for you to feel safe, and part of that is being prepared in case of an emergency on campus.
In the event of an emergency on campus, we want you to be prepared in every situation you could be placed in. First, always remember, if you see something out of the ordinary, say something. If you hear another student say something about hurting a student or bringing a weapon to campus, report it to a staff member on campus immediately. In case of an armed intruder on campus, students may be confronted with the decision to run, hide, or fight.
At the first time there is an armed intruder on campus, your initial response should be to get to a safe place. That might look different depending where you are on campus. To get to a safe place should be your number one priority.
Once you are in a safe location, you then need to decide whether you will run, hide, or fight. If you feel you are far enough away from an intruder, you may call 911.
If there is a clear escape path, you should evacuate the building as quickly and safely as you can. If you are with a teacher, students should remain calm and follow the teacher's instructions while evacuating. Remember, your goal is to leave quickly and safely. This means leaving any personal belongings behind.
To review, when you become aware of signs of an armed intruder on campus, your first priority is to find a safe location. If possible to do so safely, quickly leave campus. When out of earshot of the intruder, you may call 911. Keep in mind, many might be making the same attempt. Your first priority is your own personal safety.
If an evacuation is not possible, the school will be put under lockdown. This might mean that we will hear an announcement made over the intercom notifying us that the school is under lockdown. If you are in a classroom, follow the teacher's instructions carefully. Lock doors, close any blinds, turn off the lights, and remain quiet. Lock doors by using furniture or any items to secure your location as best as you can. It is important to remember to stay as far away from hallway doors and walls when hiding in a room.
If you are in hallways or other areas of campus when an intruder enters the school and you cannot easily run away from the danger, prepare to hide. Find something to hide behind that can secure your location.
When hiding, it is important to remember to silence all cell phones and electronic devices. Even though your first thought may be to call home, remember that your safety depends on staying quiet. Having phones off allows for the safest environment for students and staff. Remain calm and remember that help is on the way. To review, if you are somewhere you can hide safely, do so. Keep calm, silent, and wait for help to arrive. Once classroom doors are locked, teachers will not open them.
As a last resort, if your lives are at risk, you may need to be prepared to fight. Adults should take the lead to protect students. Prepare to use anything you can that may be used as a weapon against the intruder. Desks, large objects, and books can all be used to defend yourself. Be aggressive and stick to your plan to defend yourself against the intruder.
When law enforcement arrives on the scene, their first priority will be to stop the threat on campus. This may mean passing wounded victims in order to take care of the threat to prevent further casualties. Once the law enforcement has apprehended the intruder, medical staff will then be allowed on campus to attend to any injuries or needs.
Be aware that while law enforcement enters campus, that you should follow their directions carefully. Please keep your hands visible and raised at all times. These events often evolve very quickly and can be very emotional. Try to remember to stay as calm as possible and follow all of law enforcement's directions.
It is important to note that these techniques of run, hide, fight do not happen in any particular order. Depending on your situation and your proximity to danger, you should be prepared to use any of these techniques for your safety.
To make sure our school is as safe as possible, it is important to be aware and to be prepared in the case of an emergency. If you see something, say something. Your preparation can make a difference in the case of an emergency on campus.
Remember, your first priority is always your own personal safety. The goal is to get out quickly and safely, leaving personal belongings behind. If possible, call 911. But remember, others might be making the same attempt. If in a classroom, follow the teacher's instructions. If not in a classroom, find the nearest location to hide yourself. Remember to remain quiet and still. This includes silencing your cell phone. As a last resort, you may need to prepare to fight. Prepare to use any heavy objects around you for your defense. Make a plan and stick to your plan. When law enforcement arrives, stay calm and follow all of their instructions.
At Timpview, there is nothing more important than your safety. We have trained staff and community members who are trained to help in case of emergencies. Let's continue to make Timpview a safe school by looking out for one another and being prepared.